for the second half with the Rangers leading the Bulldogs 41-33.
It's been an interesting night, that's for sure, between these two teams. And for us here at Press Row is Parkside trying to get the ball inbounds from right across from our position, and they'll get the first possession of the second half.
So they will start with the basketball here on the near side as they set it up here for O'Rourke out top. O'Rourke with it on the handoff to Palmer. Palmer racing against Jimmy Scholler, looking for Rose here. The high post, 12 on the shot clock here as they back it out. 19:40 to go in the ball game. Rose on the baseline, back topside to O'Rourke with 7. He drives the lane, lost the handle, stripped of the ball, and out of bounds going to remain with the Rangers here with 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Boy, great work by the Bulldogs. Just couldn't get that last little break right there. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Don't want to let them get anything going toward the front of the rim.
They will inbound here from the baseline as they inbound to O'Rourke, and Olienka tipped it a couple times. O'Rourke with it. He did not get it away. It'll be a shot clock violation here on the Rangers.
Yeah, Bulldogs did a great job. Good overplay, making that one difficult there by Delapo Olienka, and then the shot clock violation.
So Ferris State gets possession back here after the stop to start the second half of play. And Jimmy Scholler will key up the offense here for the Bulldogs. Olienka with it on the right side of the arc. Back to Scholler, who drives underneath against Palmer. Put it up, but did not get it to fall, and O'Rourke with the rebound.
Boy, he got them inside, and normally Jimmy makes that one.
Back up the floor here to Brown. Picked up by Davidson. O'Rourke with it around the horn to Ivan here on the left side of the circle. Back to Rose. Rose comes off the screen, drives right side, kicks it away to Ivan. Baseline jumper here. Rolls off the backside. And a foul on the rebound going to be whistled here against Ferris State.
Ben Davidson going to get that one.
So it looks like it will be on Davidson. That'll be his first here for the Bulldogs. So 18:57 to go, and neither team has scored so far here in half number 2.
Bulldogs right now just trying to get a stop here, so see if they can get that offense going. Illegal screens.
Illegal screen called here against O'Rourke as he is charged here for Parkside. That'll be his second, and it will go back to Ferris State. So that was going to leave Palmer open for 3.
But of course he misses that one. But yeah, I mean, that's Bulldogs catch a little bit of a break there.
Ammerman with it back to Olienka as the Bulldogs set it up. Delapo looking for Jimmy Scholler. Back to Davidson here on the near side. He puts it on the deck, drives inside. Looking down low on the bounce feed inside to Munson. Munson working right at O'Rourke. Leans in here inside and scores.
Well, I like that. When he goes really strong, very talented inside.
He's got 8 now here at the top of the zone press here for the Bulldogs as they work it back into the man-to-man. Back within 6 here with 18:25 to go in the ball game. Brown here on the right side of the circle to O'Rourke. Over to Ivan. Ivan looking for Rose on the cut. Back to O'Rourke. 3 in the air. Here is off target. And the rebound from Deshaun Munson here for the Bulldogs.
Take advantage of this.
Ammerman with it off the screen. Bounces it right back to Munson in the corner to Olienka trying to drive baseline. Delapo with 2 guys on him. Now gives it away to Munson. Munson on the inside. Tough shot here. Rolls off the iron and pulled away here by O'Rourke.
Yeah, tough break. He just couldn't quite get into a little better shooting spot there and made it a little bit tougher shot than he wanted.
Ivan on the left side. The Bulldogs looking for another stop here with 17:45 to go in the ball game. Shot clock at 15. Brown spins it left side. Hands it away to Rose. Rose races hard to the hole, and it's up and good.
Yeah, just a sweeping drive right there to the basket, getting that lead back up to 8 points.
43-35 here with 17:30 to play as Olienka will give it off to Davidson. Back over to Jimmy Scholler. Right side of the circle to Ammerman. Ammerman not able to work past Rose. Back to Olienka. 15 on the shot clock. Delapo with it here. Trying to back down Ivan.
No help.
Spins baseline and jams it home here for the Bulldogs.
Nice job there. He knew that there was no help and just came in there with the powerful finish.
Olienka with 7 here as Ferris State trying to recover here defensively in transition as Ivan will slow it up. Back over to Rose here on the left side of the circle. And now Olienka going to be called for the foul as he tried to reach around O'Rourke. And that'll be the second Bulldog foul here of this second half as Olienka will pick up his first.
Bulldogs got it down to a 2-possession game right now. And this has kind of been the hump that they haven't been able to get over so far in the second half.
43-37 Rangers here in the second half of 16:55 to go as Jake Dunham comes on. He'll replace Ivan. Brown down low to Dunham on the block against Ammerman. Now to Rose, and his shot well short. Munson with the rebound here for the Bulldogs. Up the floor here to Davidson, working right at Palmer. Davidson spins and shoots. Not able to connect, and Munson on the loose ball foul here as he tried to grab the rebound for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs just having a hard time getting great looks right now. Give Parkside credit. They played some good defense here.
That'll be the second on Munson, and the third team foul is Parkside going to the bench. And Fajana will come on as he'll check on for O'Rourke. They'll spell him here with 16:41 to go. Thais Grazula is going to come on here for Ferris State as well at the next stoppage. Rose in the backcourt here for Parkside as he sets it up right near the midcourt stripe. Fajana with it over on the far side. Now Palmer kicks it back to Rose here on the right side, out wide. Rose, left side to Brown, now to Palmer, driving left side against Davidson. Stops on the baseline and connects on the jumper.
He is tough to guard one-on-one. Nice little good job using the body to create some space, and then a little fadeaway on the baseline.
He's got 19 here in the ball game as the Bulldogs go down low to Munson. Munson one-on-one against the big man and bodies him up, and a foul called, as this one will be on Parkside here with 16:05 to go.
Good recognition there by Deshaun Munson. He knew how he was going to get played down there in the post and no help coming, and he decided to take it right at the defender.
Ferris State with a couple changes here as they leave Davidson out there. Davidson, Erickson, Lee, along with Grazulis and Dangarang here for the Bulldogs. Thais now squares up with it here on the near side, looking for Erickson on the handoff. He's got Castillo on him. 12 on the shot clock. Davidson on the right side of the circle, looking for Lee on the cut. Amari with it. Now trying to work right side, right at Brown, the defender. Amari to the block here. Over on the far side to Dangarang. 15-footer is on the way and good!
Well, it looks like they might want to take a look at that one.
We've reached a media timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds right here on Sunny 97.3.
Not to be another.
So Parkside will inbound here in the backcourt as they will get ready to throw it in here. 15:45 to go, leading at 45-37. So the Bulldogs did have a little bit of an extended break there with the media timeout as Palmer hands it off the inbounds play here for Parkside. Over to O'Rourke. O'Rourke with it, trapped by the Bulldogs on the far side. Stripped to the ball as Dangarang takes it away. Off to Erickson. Three ball from the right wing is up and good.
Oh, great job, and it all started with defense right there. The takeaway and the big shot by Ethan Erickson.
The Bulldogs back within 5. Here is O'Rourke trying to handle the pressure again, being chased by the Bulldogs. Drives the lane, dumps it off to Dunham on the baseline, and almost turned it over. It's going to remain with the Rangers here with 15-17 remaining.
The Bulldogs wanted to travel on the baseline, did not get it, but they will get another chance to defend. 21 on the shot clock.
Olienka will come on here for Grazulis as the Bulldogs will go a little bit smaller here on the floor. And it looks like Parkside's going to get Rose back on as they will get ready to key it in here along the baseline with 21 on the shot clock here for Parkside. 45-40 our score as O'Rourke has it. Takes the dribble, gives it off to Palmer. The Bulldogs fly at him. Now in the switch, O'Rourke left open down low, and a foul called.
That must be on it. It's got to be on Ethan Erickson.
Erickson underneath and Olienka up above. It was called on Ethan. That'll be his first here. This will put O'Rourke right back to the line.
Yeah, that looked clean up top, but Ethan Erickson maybe a little bit of a reach right there, causing that foul.
They're going to call it a shooting foul. Some of the fans a little upset behind us here. As O'Rourke's free throw is up and good. He's got 9 here in the ball game now for Parkside. It's 46-40 here as he has a chance to push this back to 7 here with 15:09 to play in the ball game. Big thanks to Pepsi and Gatorade for their support of the Bulldogs. Second free throw is good. Got the friendly roll here on the road.
It did. Looked like it tried to pop out but stayed down. Let's see what this unit, typically the energy unit for the Bulldogs.
Here comes Erickson on the left side. Looking for Dangarang on the cut. Now Ethan with it, a couple dribbles over to Olienka on the right side. Looking for Amari Lee, and a reach-in foul going to be called here against Castillo, who tried to come in and steal it away.
Yeah, he tried to overplay that pass, that entry pass to the wing, and tried to come away with a steal, but instead picked up the foul.
That'll be his third, so Ferris State will inbound from the sideline as Dangarang will toss it in off to Amari Lee here for the Bulldogs. And the pass there knocked away as Castillo does come up with the steal this time. And possession right back to the Rangers. Castillo has O'Rourke with the mismatch inside here against Ben Davidson. Instead, he goes to Brown out front. Brown working against Erickson. His pass tipped by Dangrang, but back into his hands. Rose from 15 feet. Shot no good, and Olienka with the rebound here for Ferris State. Bulldogs get a stop defensively after it looked like Parkside might have the mismatch inside. Davidson on the right wing to Amari Lee. Picked up by Palmer. Lee races
Good
right
take.
past him.
Good take.
Takes it inside and scores, and he's fouled.
Wow, impressive take right there by Amari Lee, using that strength to get inside.
Foul called on Palmer. That'll be his first, and a chance to cut a little bit further into this lead here. Currently a 5-point game with 14:20 to play.
Conversation right there in the paint. Not sure what's going on there, but Amari Lee stepping to the free throw line here, trying to finish this 3-point play.
So Amari at the stripe here for Ferris State. Big thanks goes out to Fox Motors, Meyer, along with Remax and Three Girls Bakery for their support of the Bulldogs. Lee, the graduate senior from Rochester, New York, knocks it home here as he's got 8 in the ball game, and the Bulldogs trail 47-43. They've fought back from a double-digit deficit and pulled back within a couple baskets here, and almost a turnover there, but a foul called here on the Bulldogs.
That's a tough call right there. Ding, I thought came in there trying to tie up, and they're going to get him for a foul.
So called against Dangrang. That'll be his third here for Ferris State.
So 3 on Dangrang.
Ivan will come on, replacing Brown here in the front court for Parkside. For Ferris State, Jimmy Scholler will come on as Dangrang's going to check out with 3 fouls here for the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs are going to go smaller right now with this lineup, although Jimmy Scholler, we mentioned it, can play certainly 4, if not all 5 positions.
This may be a team they can play at least with the 5 guys they have out there as well. A smaller lineup is Olienka's going to have to do a good job inside here against O'Rourke. O'Rourke spins baseline through the double team, and another foul called. Olienka and Lee were both right there, and who is this foul on?
Yeah, O'Rourke made a nice drop step move right there as he could feel that Delapo Olienka was playing him aggressively on the high side.
So called against Amari Lee up the backside. That'll be his second here for Ferris State. As O'Rourke back to the line here for Parkside, and the free throw up and good. As he is now 7 of 8 from the stripe here in the ball game. Dunham comes on as Ivan checks out, was in there briefly. 14:05 to play. Ferris State trails 48-43. Here is O'Rourke. We'll have one more opportunity here for the Rangers. Second try is up and good here as he makes it a 49-43 ball game here against the Bulldogs. Amari Lee will set it up now. Olienka has it here for Ferris State. Looking right side here over to Erickson, guarded by Castillo. Ethan back to Olienka. 3 from Delapo is on the way and good.
Yeah, huge shot from Delapo Olienka, pulling the trigger as the Bulldogs hanging tough right now, just trying to chip away at that lead.
Down to a 3-point ball game here at 49-46. The Rangers have it. Rose in the backcourt. Over to Palmer. The Bulldogs trying to work Parkside here in transition as they get it across the midcourt line. Back to Palmer. He tries to answer for 3 and good.
Another one from downtown for Palmer. He started off red hot, and he buries another one right there.
Hit that one on the move here as he has 22 in the ball game. Here comes Davidson working right at Rose. Ben inside out to Ethan. Erickson with it here, picked up by Palmer. Over to Jimmy Scholler out front. Near turnover there by the Bulldogs. Olienka with it at the 3-point line. Looking for Erickson. Now drives inside instead, and a foul going to be called. He's saying he was going up to shoot the basketball. They're going to call it on the floor here, and who did they get the call on? It's going to be on Castillo. And
something like that.
That's going to be his 4th. So number 4 on Castillo here with 13:03 remaining. And a substitution now as Brown will come back on here for Castillo on the defensive end here for Parkside.
Well, I just want to see if they can capitalize on this one. There's a lot of action right there leading to the foul. Bulldogs trying to capitalize here.
13 minutes left in the ball game here as Erickson has it out front. Picked up by Palmer. Ethan crosses over. Drives right by him. Stops and pops, and the shot rolls off. Rebounded by Rose on the no call. As Rose works it the other way in transition. Picked up by Jimmy Scholler at the other end. As now they kick it left side to Brown. 20 on the shot clock here as they right now are looking for Palmer. Mari Lee on him, and O'Rourke nearly had it picked away. Palmer, maybe an open look. No, he drives instead, takes it to the hole, but missed the lay-in try, and Erickson with the rebound. Numbers break here for the Bulldogs. Jimmy Scholler back to Ethan. The extra swing to Davidson for three, and it's good!
Boy, great extra pass by Ethan Erickson, and boy, the friendly bounce and roll for Ben Davidson.
52-49 as the Bulldogs trying to come up with the stop. Palmer in the backcourt. Works it across the timeline to O'Rourke. Back right side to Dunham. 20 on the shot clock. Palmer out wide as the crowd trying to get the defense check going here for the Bulldogs behind us. 12 on the shot clock. Palmer back to O'Rourke, who puts it on the deck. Size advantage here, and off the glass and good.
Tough shot right there. Defender right there.
He's got 14 now, and the lead at 5 here at 54-49. Amari Lee on the baseline. Has O'Rourke on him. Inside out to Olayinka, who walks past O'Rourke and lays it up and in.
Boy, strong drive again to the basket by Delapo.
54-51, and timeout called here by the Rangers as Ferris State fighting back.
Work their way back closer and closer, and this is that next hump that they have not been able to get over. Now they got to see if they can climb this one right now as Parkside going to face this full court Bulldog pressure.
Ivan to inbound here for the Rangers, able to get it into Brown. They've got O'Rourke out of the ball game right now as Palmer handles up the floor here to Rose on the left wing. Vajana on here on the inside here for Parkside as Palmer sets it up here. He's picked up by Erickson. Rose with it off the screen. Drives inside, cut off by Amari Lee. Back to Ivan, who puts it on the deck. Now inside to Vajana, who has the mismatch, but could not get it to go, and Tang Rang with the rebound.
Boy, good job by the Bulldogs battling for that rebound.
Ferris State back into the half-court set, 11:05 to go. Chance to cut closer here as Jimmy Scholler works off the double screen to the right. Back on the wing on the far side. Now Amari Lee underneath, fouled as he tried to get to the hoop for the Bulldogs.
Boy, strong baseline drive by Amari Lee, and knowing that he had the defender in a tough spot, just powered it right up there, got the body contact and the foul.
Foul on Rose here.
Or Purdue Northwest winning the championship, then you should be in good shape if you're Lake Superior.
Lake Superior may be hoping for a Bulldog defeat right now here tonight as well. As Ferris State behind him in the regional rankings. As Amari Lee knocks home the first free throw here for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs kind of approaching this as a must-win type of game here tonight. Win would certainly help their cause.
Yeah, I think so. It puts you in certainly a much stronger position when your name comes up in those conversations.
Bulldogs have fought their way back within a point here at 54-53 after the two free throws from Amari Lee. 10:55 to play here. We got a new ball game as Rose pressured in the backcourt over to Palmer just across the timeline as they get it to Brown. Now the Bulldogs will try to match up here defensively as Castillo back on. Has it here with 4 fouls for Parkside. Over around the horn of the left side, they go to Palmer. He draws the switch. He's got Munson on him. O'Rourke with the mismatch down low. Palmer on the inside, back to Castillo. Bulldogs trying to get matched up. They leave Rose open for 3. This one in and out, though, and Munson with the rebound.
Well, can't ask for a much better look than that if you're Parkside.
Here comes Amari Lee, taking it right at Castillo for the bucket.
Boy, strong right there as he got some body contact, but just powered right through it.
The Bulldogs are back in front, 55-54 here against the Rangers, and turning up the pressure again. Castillo with it on the left wing. Back topside to Palmer. Palmer with 22 points to lead all scorers has been kind of quiet here in the second half, though. 10 minutes to play. Down low, O'Rourke picked up by Munson. Trying to spin baseline. Fadeaway jumper in and out for O'Rourke. But Rose with the offensive rebound on the backside. And they're going to call a push here against the Bulldogs on Jimmy Scholler.
Well, a tough break right there. Official on top of it. And it's one of those things where not a whole lot there, but guy falls out of bounds. They feel like they got to give it to him.
Jimmy did not like the call. This will put Rose at the line. 1-and-1 set here on the 7th Bulldog foul. With 9:47 to go in the ball game. Looks like this one could be a good one headed down the stretch here tonight. As Rose at the line, the Rangers 9 of 11 from the stripe, and this first one is up and good. Ties it up at 55.
What a battle. We kind of had a feeling that this one was going to be, and Parkside has led a large chunk of this game, but the Bulldogs came all the way back.
Second try from Rose is on the way and good here as he knocks home the 2 free throws and puts the Rangers back in front. The Bulldogs go to the benches. Davidson and Olayinka will come on.
Somebody's got to go off.
And we'll see who the Bulldogs elect to get off the floor. It looks like Deshaun Munson's going to check out along with Jimmy Scholler here for Ferris State. So the Bulldogs A little extra coaching from Jimmy Scholler and company as they come off the floor. So Amari Lee will key up the offense. Always like it when your players want to be coaches on the floor as well and help out their teammates.
Continuation?
And a foul called, and that's going to do it for Castillo, I believe. As Amari Lee was fouled, they're going to call no shot, but Castillo's day is done here for the Rangers.
I tell you what, you can make an argument for continuation right there because he was in his shooting motion as he was going up, but the official is not trying to hear it.
Castillo fouls out of the ballgame with 9:39 to play. That's kind of a big call. He's one of their best on-ball defenders in the backcourt. So this will put Amari Lee here at the line for Ferris State with a chance to shoot 2 here for the Bulldogs. As Amari's free throw is on the way, it's up and good. Should have said it was a chance to shoot a 1-and-1, but he earns the second here for the Bulldogs. That was the 7th team foul, so not called a shooting foul, but he knocks home the first.
Get a chance to get those 2 points here. Would love to have had a 3-point play opportunity, but he'll take 2.
So 57-56 as the Bulldogs surge back in front here on the 2 free throws from Lee. Palmer in the backcourt, near steal by Dang Rang here for Ferris State. Rose trap, works it back to Palmer. Palmer across the timeline, floated that one up, but Rose right there to catch it. Now with 19 on the shot clock, Rose will set it up here out front to O'Rourke. Hand off here to Brown. Now left side of the floor to Palmer. Down low, O'Rourke spins baseline and scores.
Yeah, had the mismatch inside. Quick drop step move along the baseline, and pretty much easy money with that mismatch.
That one too easy right there for the Rangers as the Bulldogs work it back into the hands of Lee here on the near end. Amari off the right, looking for Ethan on the screen. Here comes Erickson, picked up by Palmer. Erickson puts it on the floor. Over to Amari Lee, back right side to Davidson. 12 on the shot clock. Ben for 3, it's up and in.
Clutch hit right there by Ben Davidson. They were trying to set up Erickson again, but kind of had him by the jersey, and Ben Davidson says, hey, I'll take it this time.
60-58, the Bulldogs lead it here with 8:44 to go in the ball game. Brown over to Palmer. And Brown a little injured here. Dangerous pass, and it's stolen away by the Bulldogs. Davidson off to Dang Rang, and he's fouled.
Can't blame Palmer right there. Did not want to give up an easy one right there after the turnover. Had an injured teammate there, and unfortunately, Rob, they
fouled him, so it'll be Dang Rang at the stripe here to shoot 2, I believe, here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I would say that was definitely a shooting foul. Not a whole lot of argument that I can imagine there.
So Dang Rang at the stripe here for Ferris State. First free throw by the junior out of Montgomery, Illinois is up and good. So both teams go to the bench. Ivan will come on for Dunham. And for Ferris State, Jimmy Scholler returns as Ethan Erickson will check out with 8:33 to play in the ball game. Dang Rang will have one more try here at the stripe for Ferris State. Bulldog women got a big win tonight, 54-47 over Saginaw Valley in the opener to move on to the semifinal round. Men's team trying to do the same with a victory here over the Rangers. Dang's second try is up and good. He's got 4 points in the ball game, and it's now a 4-point lead here at 62-58. Bulldogs in pursuit here in the backcourt. Ivan with it back to Palmer, and now up the floor to Rose as Ferris State can match up here on the defensive end. They'll put Jimmy Scholler here on Palmer. Now O'Rourke picked up by Olienka. They go backdoor to Palmer, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, they were trying to run that play for Palmer, whether he popped out for 3 or went for the 2.
Davidson goes for 3, and he knocks it home here for the Bulldogs.
He says, I see your 2, and I'll raise you with a 3.
Able to catch and shoot there on the pass from Amari Lee. It's 65-60 Bulldogs. Ivan across the timeline. 8 minutes to play. Near side to Brown. Back to Palmer. Palmer picked up by Dang Rang here. Longer defender on him right now as they switch. Now he's got Olienka with him doing a pretty solid job. Back to Palmer. Off to O'Rourke. The Bulldogs come on to help, and O'Rourke misses the shot. Davidson with the rebound. Ben up the floor here. Working off the right side here for the Bulldogs. Taking it right to the hole, and he's fouled.
Boy, good drive there by Ben. Came up a little bit short on the layup, but probably because he was fouled.
Called against Brown, and that will lead us to a media timeout. Ferris State with a
veterans of this team trying to get his guys into the semifinals.
So Davidson at the line. Winner moves on to face Wayne State in the semifinal round as the Warriors knocked off the number 2 seed in Lake Superior tonight on the road in Sault Ste. Marie. Northern Michigan trying to hold on at home in Marquette. with a 6-point lead in the final 2 minutes of that basketball game. They would host the semifinals and finals with a win.
Look out. Ooh.
Nick Brown with the rebound off the miss. Davidson made 1 and 2, and it's a 6-point ball game. The Bulldogs put the pressure on. Palmer to Ivan. They just get it across. They almost threw it away. Brown might have walked. That might have been a travel that was not called just to the right of us. Instead, they got Amari Lee with the foul call. So they call Amari Lee with the foul. That'll be his third here for the Bulldogs. So 7:20 to play here as Brown will be at the stripe with the clock stopped. Chance to cut into a 6-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Free throw is on the way and good. So Brown now with 6 here in the basketball game. Head coach Andy Brockman in front of us, not happy with the official here on the near side.
Putting it mildly.
He's had a few words for him most of the night.
Yes, he has. 4-point game right now. The Bulldog players got to lock in here on this game.
Ferris State with the basketball here. Scholler will set it up. High post right side to Olienka. Delapo one-on-one against O'Rourke. Works his way to the baseline. The little baby hook is up and good.
Yeah, that was not bad defense there as he took away the baseline, the left-handed drive, forcing Delapo to come back to his right hand, but he was able to make it.
Palmer with it, back to Ivan. Ivan with it here. And he got a walk. That was a traveling violation that was not called as well. O'Rourke in the corner. Pulls up from 15 feet and up and good.
And they get a 2 out of it, unfortunately.
So O'Rourke knocks it home. He's got 18 in the ball game in the lead. Down to 4 again here at 68-64. Over to Olienka on the right wing with it. Now is Dang Rang for the Bulldogs, looking for Davidson on the cut. Ben has it, picked up by O'Rourke. Now backs it out on him. Now tries to drive right side, off to Amari Lee. Amari working right in rows. Spins back to the hole, off the glass and good!
Yeah, he got fouled too, but great strength to power through it.
Ferris State 70, Parkside 64 with 6:15 to go.
Oh, steal!
Palmer threw it away. Taken away by the Bulldogs. Here comes Lee, and his pass ended up to Scholler, but now the Bulldogs will have to set it up.
Great recovery.
Might have had a layup instead. It'll be Davidson for 3. This one well short, but Dang Rang with the offensive rebound as the Bulldogs kick it out.
Plenty of time.
15 on the shot clock here as Lee will set it up out wide. Down to 10. Here with 5:50 to play. Amari, one-on-one, works his way to Brown and missed the shot, did not get the call, and rebounded here on the back edge by Parkside. Palmer the opposite way. Pulls up, kicks it away to the left side. Ivan looking for Brown on the cut. Bulldogs chasing through. Here's O'Rourke on the handoff to Palmer. Drive into the hole and off the glass and good.
Yeah, just a little handoff right there, and Palmer got the defender on his hip all the way to the basket.
Back and forth we go here with 5:20 to play. Ferris State leads it 70-66. Timeout called here by head coach Andy Brockman and the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs trying to hang on down the stretch. The Bulldogs seeing, we talked about it, seeing Lake Superior State, number 2 seed, upset games left in this tournament from here on out.
Bulldogs go to the bench here as Ammerman will come back on along with Munson here on the Ferris State end. Looks like Parkside's going to leave the same look out there here against the Bulldogs. As Ferris State will set it up. Jimmy Scholler with it. Will hand away to Erickson. Off to Olienka. Delapo with it here on the right side against Ethan Ivan. Trying to work past him. Step back jumper from the elbow, and he's fouled! Count the basket for the Bulldogs!
Nice job right there. Able to make that big move right there, that big dribble move right there. The step back, the contact, and the bucket.
That'll be the 10th team foul as well here on the Rangers. 8 against the Bulldogs here as Olienka will be at the stripe trying to stretch this lead here with 5:06 to play. Bulldogs lead it 72-66 as Delapo at the line, the reigning GLIAC Defensive Player of the Week this week. Puts the free throw up, it comes up short, and O'Rourke with the rebound.
Bulldogs keeping that pressure on.
They're trying to defend against Palmer. Ivan with it on the far side. Back to Palmer across the timeline. They clear it to Rose in the lane. He lost the handle. Inside out. Ivan from downtown knocks home the 3.
Lost the handle but kicks it outside, and big shot right there by Ivan.
Back to a 3-point ball game here with 4:40 to go. Noah King, the national champion, standing up across the floor trying to cheer this Bulldog team on. Olienka feeds it inside to Munson. He's got the mismatch. Now Deshaun will square up here on Ivan. Looking for Ammerman on the handoff. Back to Erickson. Long three is up and good.
Boy, clutch hit right there by Ethan Erickson.
Erickson now with 13, and the Bulldogs answer right back. Back to a 6-point lead. Ivan being chased by Ferris State. Back here to Palmer on the near side. Across the midcourt line here as we approach our final media timeout. 4:05 to go in the ball game. Rose down low to O'Rourke. Working against Munson. Back to Ivan. Olienka able to get back in front of him before he could shoot. Now Rose to Palmer with 8 on the shot clock. Palmer near side. Crosses over. Trying to split the defense.
Oh.
And might have walked. It's a traveling violation.
Well, they called it that time. I was a little concerned about a bailout whistle, but they get him with the travel. Bulldogs get a turnover. Little under 4 minutes to go. 3:51 to go for a trip up to, it's looking like Marquette.
Ferris State will inbound here as the Bulldogs put it in the hands of Jimmy Scholler. Dang Rang, Deshaun Munson, Ethan Erickson, Ben Davidson on the floor here for the Bulldogs. Scholler looking for Erickson, who was bumped on the cut. Now Dang Rang gives off here to Davidson. Bulldogs trying to catch Parkside in the switch. Now working off the dribble is Erickson at the free throw line. Dumps it away. Now 10 on the shot clock. Back to Ethan here on the right wing. Pick and roll to Munson. Munson inside. Tried to feed Jimmy Scholler. And the Bulldogs turn it over as Rose picks it up and takes it the other way. Might have been one where Munson could have taken it himself. Tried to find Scholler on the cut. 3:15 remaining here as O'Rourke hands it out top. Now off to Palmer. 3 ball on the way. Up and good.
Yeah, he got caught up right there on O'Rourke, unfortunately, and that left the one guy you don't want to leave open on the perimeter.
He's 11 of 12 from the floor. 29 points here in the ballgame for Palmer. Erickson trying to answer for 3. It's good!
There we go. You give up one, but you get it right back.
So huge 3 from Erickson. He started off slow here tonight, but he's had a couple big threes here in the second half for the Bulldogs to answer.
Let's see what happens here as Northern Michigan has won that game.
2:40 to play here. Close to a 5-second call. They did not pick up the basketball initially. They let them get away with that one. So now into the half-court set. Here is Parkside, but down to 20 on the shot clock. Palmer out front, picked up by Munson now. They've got O'Rourke inside. The lob down to him. Here and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, the help just too late and too small, unfortunately.
78-74 Bulldogs, 2:14 to play. Ferris State could use another basket right here. Erickson from downtown for 3. This time no good, and O'Rourke with the defensive rebound.
Got to get a stop right now. That would have been a big one, but you got to get a stop. 2 minutes to go.
Inside of 2 left here. 78-74 Bulldogs at home here in the GLIAC quarterfinals. Time ticking away as Rose sends it to O'Rourke. One-on-one against Munson here on the baseline. Driving baseline. Deshaun gets in front. Forced the contested shot. And Davidson with the rebound here for Ferris State.
Good work there by Ben Davidson to rip that one out.
1:40 left here as the Bulldogs can run some clock here. They can push this one down just over a minute remaining here if they elect to do so. Davidson has it. 15 on the shot clock with 90 seconds to go. Off to Erickson, doubled by Palmer. Got it back to Davidson with 10. Davidson from downtown. This 3 circles around and is no good. And O'Rourke with the rebound.
Yeah, they forced the ball out of Ethan Erickson's hands. Quick timeout there by Palmer.
So timeout called by the Rangers with 1:16 remaining. The score at 78-74, 2-possession ball game here in Ferris State's favor. Coach Andy Bronkema 4 consecutive years from 2015 to 2018 as Parkside will inbound across the floor. 1:16 to go, 78-74 Bulldogs. O'Rourke has it here on the handoff to Palmer. Palmer inside, spins it back out to Brown. Now off to Rose. Back to Palmer here. He's got Olienka on him with 15 on the shot clock. Delapo trying to stay in front. Palmer crosses over, drives right side, and gets the foul call here on the near edge.
You were hoping, you mentioned it, you were hoping that Delapo could keep him in front and use that length and jumping ability to try to keep a high hand in his face, but shows you how good Palmer is, able to get to the basket and draw the foul.
So the Bulldogs trying to withstand an incredible performance, especially early on from Palmer. He's got 29, make it 30 as he knocks home the first free throw.
He's been big time in this game. Been big time right from the start. Got up to a great start, and he's just been running downhill ever since.
1:02 remaining. He cuts the lead to 3, make it a 2-point ball game now at 78-76. Ethan Erickson will come on Here as the Bulldogs go offense for defense with 1 minute remaining, a 2-point lead in the basketball here with a trip to the GLIAC semifinals on the line here for Ferris State. 1-4 set with it is Davidson here on the near side. Off to Erickson, 15 on the shot clock with 48 seconds remaining here for the Bulldogs. Ethan backs it away over to Davidson, who drives the lane, takes it to the hole and scores!
Huge shot right there. The graduate senior stepping up.
4-point lead here for the Bulldogs with 41.3 to play as Rose will inbound to Palmer. 40 seconds left here as he crosses the midcourt line. O'Rourke fakes the give, drives the lane, and they're going to wave away the basket here. No continuation here as they call it on the floor against the Bulldogs.
I will say the no continuation call has been consistent because Bulldogs felt like they could have got one not that long ago but did not get it.
That'll be number 3 here on Jimmy Scholler with 34.9 to play. This will put Colin O'Rourke at the line to shoot 2. Both teams over the 10-foul limit here late in this second half of action.
O'Rourke tried to take advantage. He knew that they were going to maybe overplay on Palmer, and he just faked the handoff and then said, I'm going right to the basket, and gets that first free throw to fall.
He cuts the lead down to 3 again. Second opportunity here to try to make this a 2-point ball game here with inside of 35 seconds left is up and good. And it's 80-78, timeout called by Parkside here with 34.9 to play. So if you look at it now, if you're the Rangers, do you foul or do you try to get a stop here to finish?
He's got some pretty good free throw shooters on the floor right now.
Bulldogs will leave the same lineup out there here as Jimmy Scholler will inbound. Parkside going to pick up full court here. Davidson, Erickson, Dang Rang in the front court for the Bulldogs. Olayinka at the other end as they go to Dang Rang. And he's fouled quickly here with 33.4 to play.
I think that's what they were looking for, to try to maybe see if they could get the ball into Dang Rang's hands, and then they would, depending on who got it, they would go with the quick foul.
So O'Rourke called for his third. This will put Dang Rang, the junior from Montgomery, Illinois, at the line to shoot 2. Chance to stretch this lead back to 4 if he can knock down the 2 free throws here for the Bulldogs. So Dang at the stripe for Ferris State, where he is 2 of 2 from the line here in the ball game for the Bulldogs. First opportunity as the crowd goes quiet. It's up and in here for Dang Rang.
That's a big one right there.
Amari Lee will come on as Ethan Erickson will check out. Bulldogs go offense for defense here. Looking for one stop at least at the other end here. Hopefully after a Dang Rang made free throw, 81. Gives Ferris State 4-point lead. We'll see. Free throw on the way. It's up and good, and it's 82-78.
That's huge right there.
33.4 to play here as Rose having trouble getting it in. Gets it into Palmer. Bulldogs will try to make him work with the basketball here. They're inside of 30 seconds to go. Palmer off to O'Rourke. Back to Palmer. The lead at 4 here for the Bulldogs. Palmer slipped and fell. Got it away to Brown. His 3 well short, but the putback inside by Dunham, who was able to lay it back up and in.
You got to get it. Know the foul's coming.
Dang Rang fouled again here with 17.3 to go for the Bulldogs.
And offensive rebound, unfortunately, they get it back up and in, make it a 2-point game again. But the Bulldogs do a great job of getting the ball inbounds to Dang. And he was prepared. He knew the foul was coming.
82-80 Ferris State. He'll get 2 more tries at the line. Trying to seal this one perhaps here for the Bulldogs. That last 3 from Brown was well short, but Dunham in the right place at the right time to grab the offensive board and got the putback here for the Rangers. So Dang Rang here at the line for Ferris State. 17.3 remaining here in this basketball game, and the free throw a little bit short that time and off the right side here. He can certainly use a make right here to make this at least a 3-point ball game.
This is what you really want. You want to make it a 3-point game. We've seen too many crazy things happen in some of these games down the stretch.
So Dang at the stripe here for the Bulldogs. Eyes this second free throw. It's on the way and good as he made 1 and 2. It's 83-80. Parkside with 17.3 to go as Rose will inbound. The Bulldogs denying Palmer. They get it into Brown, and the Bulldogs foul him here with 16.3 remaining.
So this is a new school strategy right here where you foul and essentially you give them the 2 or a chance to get the 2 and rather than let them shoot the 3.
So 16.3 seconds remaining. The Bulldogs will send Brown to the line where he'll get 2 shots here, a chance to cut it back to a 1-point ball game. 16.3 to go here as Brown steps to the stripe here for Parkside. His first free throw was up and good as he made the first.
The risk is you got to make sure you rebound the basketball here if there's a miss.
Ethan Erickson will come on here as Amari Lee checks out here for the Bulldogs. Brown at the line, second opportunity with the score at 83-81, 16.3 to go. It's on the way and up and good, so back to a 1-point ball game. Ferris State now needs to get it in, take care of the basketball here. We'll see if they can work Davidson or Erickson free. They're going to go right back to Dang Rang. Dang in the backcourt fouled quickly, and Luke Riegel upset. Did not think that was a quick foul right there, and it's going to be called against Palmer.
I don't know if I don't know that he thought that they committed the foul.
I think they might have anticipated it just a little bit as we watched the replay, but
because it looked like both guys had their hands up, and I think the whistle maybe, as you mentioned or suggested, anticipating that there was going to be a foul.
Dang Rang gets a stripe again here for Ferris State. First free throw is on the way and no good. In and out that first try. So he'll get one more opportunity as Amari Lee will come back on here for the Bulldogs.
The drama in this building right now, you need this one right here to at least force them to shoot so at least the three will they'll have to shoot the three to beat you, but they can get a quick two. They're out of fouls. They're out of timeouts.
They made the second here for the Bulldogs. It's 84-82. Bulldogs need a stop here with 15.3 seconds to go.
Guard the arc.
Brown in the backcourt here. Works it up to Palmer on the sideline. Palmer with 10 seconds to go. Off to O'Rourke. Back to Palmer. Long three on the way is no good here for Palmer. A battle for the rebound, and the Bulldogs try to come away with it. Good hustle by both teams. That'll do it. Ferris State holds on for an 84-82 victory.
Boy, great job by the Bulldogs.